Most people think success is about intelligence, but if that were true, the smartest people would always win, and they don't. In fact, some of the smartest people fail for years, while other people, less talented, less knowledgeable, keep moving forward. Why? Garry Kasparov explains this idea in his book, How Life Imitates Chess. And once you see it, you start noticing it everywhere. Because life is not a game of certainty, it's a game of movement. And most people don't realize they're playing it wrong. We imagine intelligent people as calm and certain. Clear plan, clear future, perfect timing. But reality doesn't work like that. Isaac Newton developed some of his greatest ideas during plague and isolation. Nikola Tesla could visualize entire machines in his mind, yet struggled when reality refused to move the way he expected. Even geniuses operated in confusion, not certainty. And this is where most people break, because the moment life becomes unclear, they stop moving. They wait for more confidence, more clarity, more certainty. But chess masters think differently. A grandmaster does not see the entire board perfectly. That's the illusion beginners have. They imagine genius as perfect prediction. But strong players don't win because they know everything. They win because they recognize patterns faster, danger, momentum, weakness, opportunity. And then they move before certainty arrives. Ironically, trying to feel fully ready is often what keeps people stuck, because reality changes too fast for complete certainty, especially now. AI changes industries in months. Skills become outdated faster than ever. Entire careers shift before people emotionally adapt. And yet, most people still think success comes from having the perfect plan. But the people who grow fastest are usually doing something else entirely. They are testing, adjusting, repositioning, over and over. Kasparov talks about this constantly in How Life Imitates Chess. The best players are not attached to certainty. They are attached to adaptation. And that changes everything. Because once adaptation becomes your strategy, failure stops feeling personal. It becomes information. That's why some people recover from mistakes quickly, while others stay emotionally trapped for years. One person sees failure as identity, another sees feedback. Same event, different interpretation, and the difference compounds over time. This is also why intelligent people sometimes struggle more than average people, because intelligence can create the illusion that thinking longer leads to certainty. But in complex environments, overthinking often becomes paralysis. Meanwhile, less perfect people are already in motion, learning, adjusting, building momentum. And momentum matters more than perfection. A weak move can be corrected. No move cannot. This is where chess becomes more than a game, because life works the same way. You never see the full board. You never have complete information, and you still have to act. That's true in business, in relationships, in creativity, in learning, in almost everything meaningful. The people who grow are rarely the people who feel most ready. They are the people most willing to move while uncertain. And there's another layer most people miss. Strong players don't think moment to moment. They think in patterns. Most people panic after one bad outcome. One bad week means I'm failing. One rejection means I'm not good enough. But experienced people zoom out. They ask different questions. What keeps repeating? What creates momentum? What consistently weakens my position? That's where intuition actually comes from. Not magic, not talent. Pattern recognition built through repeated feedback, which is why reflection matters so much. Writing, reviewing, thinking, not because it sounds productive, but because it helps you see the game more clearly. And maybe the strangest part is this: the world rewards movement more than intelligence. Not reckless movement, but adaptive movement. Netflix survived because it kept repositioning DVDs to streaming, streaming to content creation. Most companies resist change because change threatens identity, but players understand something spectators don't. Your position matters more than your ego. And sometimes survival means changing the way you play entirely. Even Kasparov himself lost to Deep Blue. One of the most intelligent chess players in history lost to a machine. But what made him extraordinary wasn't avoiding failure. It was adapting after it. That's the real skill. Not certainty, not perfection. Repositioning. Again and again. Most people spend their lives waiting to feel ready, but life never slows down long enough for that moment to arrive. And that may be the biggest lesson in how life imitates chess. The winners are not the people who always predict correctly. They are the people who keep adjusting faster than reality changes, because life is not a game of perfect decisions. It's a game of continuous repositioning. You move, you learn, you adapt, and then you move again. Whether you realize it or not, you are already playing chess.